Welcome to the Reed Bakery Oven. This is a very old version. We got our timer here, the on and off controls here, and we got our electrical motor here and this hydraulic little pump. Now, when you're having a problem with the rack, this is a section that you want to check into. So basically, all the problems related to the rack getting stuck and stuff like that, this is where the problem is going to be. You got your gas line here, then you got your gas valve here. Now, if you want to test to see if the gas is actually opening up, just make sure that you're getting 24 volts here coming from the control module, which is a Honeywell, the most common and popular brand. Uh, Now, this particular one is also 24 volts. So you got your 24 volts going in here. Then it also provides power to your valve. One of the things that you always want to make sure is that when you're testing, you got your main power over here. You got to make sure that this transformer is getting your 120 and that the transformer itself is actually providing 24 volts to your control module. Once you know that that it is getting the power, so if there's no power on these two lines, this is what you replace. Now, once you have your 24 volts and you actually turn on the oven, the next thing that you test for is that the valve actually gets power, and you would have to test these wires. Now, if it gets power, okay, then your issue is something else. But most of the time, this is going to be your problem, or this is going to be your problem. Okay, now you got your ignition here. It goes right into the oven, which is going to ignite the gas. That's your spark igniter. Okay, now the other, you can actually test these in different ways, or you can, what I normally do, there's always an access to inside the oven. What I always do, I put my phone in there and then I try it out and make sure I see any sparks or anything. That's one of the ways of doing it. Uh, but here's the thing, and this is a very, very common problem. Let's see if I can explain it without going inside of the oven. Okay, so let's say that inside the oven you have your spark igniter in this little area, and it's sticking about this far. And then you got a bunch of little holes right here, and that's where the gas comes out. Now, if you notice, when it comes to bakeries, see all this dust here? Some of this is flour, and what happens is that this flour actually clogs the little holes where the gas comes out. So the area where the spark igniter is, or your ignition is going to start, those holes are plugged. So normally you have the ones that run on the lines on the side like this, a bunch of little holes. But then you have ones across like this. Those are the ones that actually start your ignition. And those get clogged from time to time. Once those get clogged, uh, you're going to have a problem. And you're going to be smelling gas, which is not a good thing. So always make sure that that's clean. Uh, so make sure that you always check for those things. Make sure that your gas is on. Make sure that you have your 20 volts here, your 24 volts here. Make sure that this one has 24 volts, and make sure that this transformer is actually providing 24 volts. And pretty much that's about it.